I feel as us as a humanity, we really base our importance on who we are and what we're trying to do and the goals that we have placed in front of us. Um, all of this comes from the perspective of how we choose to live our life. Um, and I think what we do in it is really what matters, of course. Develop Developing a mindset that helps you prevail in different aspects of your life, and for you to know that your mindset is specific to you and you only. It's about the how you take things, and it's solely based on the rationale of balancing things in your life. Um, when you realize that these things that you're balancing, when you realize these things, it really narrows down a focus to which you are capable of unlocking your potential and achieving your true self. Just always remember that in life, you are possible to whatever you ought to seek. Um, you know, and I think that being able to realize that you are possible to what you are, that really means that you as an individual don't let all the detrimenting thoughts, you know, get in front of you. You don't let them stop you in what you're trying to achieve, the process, the journey. You know, you can't expect people to fully understand what you're thinking, what you think of the environment around you, who who you think they are, but you know, like they just can't draw a full relation on your perspective, right? But I feel like people are angered by this. A lot of people are angered by the fact that people can't relate to them how they want them to. But honestly, like, I feel like everybody has their friend that they can relate to, but, and they relate to them back. But I think that it's not necessarily as, you know, it's not necessarily as easy to think that, you can be related to on your level. Not everybody is going to be related to on a certain level that will satisfy them. It's about how, you know, it's just how reality works. It's really just a law of reality. Um, I think that a lot of people need to face that fact instead of, ignoring it. But also just to has the ways that you can better yourself. Some ways may be clear, some may not. But it's the constant figuring out that makes it all worth it. You know, um, this goes to say that you can't expect to have everything figured out. And that's what I wish I learned, a while back. But, that's what brings me here now. I've learned. But for us, in a sense, it's just a constant figuring out to make us more knowledgeable, more strength, more prone to be able to deal with the obstacles, to be able to fight back from our demons. I find that life is how we reconnect who we are every single day, despite the circumstances that face in our way. Every day, we fight to reconnect ourselves. We come to a whole as in ourselves. You are a whole to yourself, and we fight to bring ourselves to that whole. But if you're letting the circumstances around you conflict in which you are trying to prevail in your journey, you can't do that. You have to understand that life comes with these circumstances, come with the obstacles, but you have to be able to fight through it. This goes to say that who thinks he can and who thinks he can't are both correct. And to know is humanly possible that you too can, right? As long as you apply yourself, you can withhold any knowledge, any skills, and any power. You're capable of achieving anything. And I want you guys to know that that quote that I just said, this goes to say that who thinks he can and who thinks he can't are both correct. To know it's humanly possible means you too can do it. You know, you can think you can, you think you can't. But if you think you can, that obviously means that you're correct. But if you can't, you're telling yourself that you can't. That means you're probably correct. It's all about the perspective on how you take things, how you live about things. You have to understand that these things really dictate what you do and how you go about them. So as long as you apply your full potential to who you are, to yourself, like I said, you can withhold anything. You can withhold any knowledge, any skills, any discipline, any power. But, you know, that was about all I had to say, but this is the end of the video. I'm glad if you guys are still watching that you guys watched this video. I just wanted to get my point across about this. I think that perspective is definitely a big part of who we are. I mean, it's really the basis of how our life is grounded, essentially. The way we look at things, the way we feel about things, the way we take things is all about the perspective we have on situations that are presented in our life. Perspective is the main source of the events that take place in history. But that goes to the end of the video, and I want to talk about the quote of this video, which is, it's always uncomfortable to sort of put yourself out there in that manner. But once you do it, once you truly put yourself out there, then that's when I realized that everything is for you to gain. And that quote is by Profound Pondering. As I mentioned in the last video, you guys should go check him out. Very, very smart, very intelligent guy. Think that you guys can learn from him. And I hope you guys learn from this video. As always, guys, I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys feel like, you know, you are loved, that you know that people love you. Shit, I love you. Keep going. And take into consideration your perspective. Love you guys. Peace.